Suze, they're real, and they're $179.
It's awesome.
Beautiful. This is the Tonex 1.
Yeah.
Little first look. I can't. A lot of people didn't think this guy was real.
It's real.
But it's real. Did I mention it's $179?
It's a good price.
Yeah. We've been sworn to secrecy, and we saw a lot of info out there. But looks like people kind of thought it was more.
Yeah.
But for $179, you get a Tonex 1. It's not. It's a mini Tonex, and we've got two of them here. And people might wonder what we're doing. Well, there's just one. You can change the colors to sort of indicate, what you're on, whether it's an amp, a pedal, a clean amp, a dirty amp, this amp, or whatever, and you get to set those. But there's kind of two main modes, and I think two main ways you would use this.
Yeah.
Sort of like an on-off and a duo mode. What do they call it? Dual mode? Dual mode. Which I kind of think of as like A-B mode.
Yeah.
So here's like a clean amp. This is the 18 watt custom. I think like the clean one, the cleanest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's play that. And you've got control here of the volume. So you can turn it louder, And then you can turn it on a dirtier one. And I can hear people now. They're going HW, but where's my gain? I have bass, middle, treble.
Right.
Well, if you hit Alt, this becomes gain. This becomes gate, comp, reverb. You can see it kind of written right there. But you can just up the gain.
Yeah.
So I'll just up the gain, and now it's probably real dirty. So
it's that great Tonex sound
pretty
that
cool.
You are used to. Just on this is basically a Polytune mini size.
It's the size
small.
of a Ditto or a Polytune.
Yeah.
And this is just the same capture. Like it runs everything that you already have.
Whatever you got, just load it on there.
Yeah, I think the main difference. This one, software-wise, does not come with Max.
Yeah.
It comes with a lower version. But anyway, a lot of people who already bought the big Tonex are going to be buying these, and because obviously you can run 2 in stereo now.
Yeah, 2
which
amps.
is going to be really easy. But the other thing that I think people are really going to use this for is in this on-off mode, it really makes using this as a pedal modeler.
Right.
It's a pedal that models other pedals. And that's what we're doing here. So I've left this. I'll hit Alt just to get us out of the Alt mode. But same sound here. And this, we've just thrown a tube screamer in there.
Yeah.
So I'll turn this on. Play a little, and I'll turn this on. Now, obviously, a tube screamer, there's lots of tube screamers.
Yeah.
And some people might be saying, well, I get a tube screamer for $99. Why would I buy a $179?
Yeah.
But well, here's a pedal that's not $99, right? And so you would be able to capture this, which I'll capture this, and we'll put it out there, and I'll wait for these guys to ship so everyone can get these things.
Right.
I mean, this already worked. You could already do pedals on the bigger unit.
Yeah.
But it just didn't seem like a lot of people were.
Oh, yeah.
Most people seem like they were using them for
like
amps.
An amp, yeah.
And in the software, you could use a bunch of different iterations. But here's a clone. I think this thing is going to live next to a lot of other pedals on the board.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. really beautiful sounds.
Yeah.
Now, there's one more cool thing here. There actually is another mode. On the big Tonex, you get 3 stomps, you know?
Yeah,
You can
next to
kind
each
of,
other.
yeah. And so I think I always thought of that as like clean, drive, really dirty, or like all out, you know? That's kind of how I set mine up. You actually can do something like that here where you get a choice of 3 amps.
Yeah,
So
totally.
you can kind of hold this down and hit this, and now you're in, what do we call this mode?
So this is the browser mode.
So the browser mode. And so we'll show a little video of the software right here. So you basically can put 20 items on here, 20 captures.
Yeah.
But you can kind of choose what are the 2 that it's going to toggle between when you're in that dual mode or when you're in
the stomp mode,
on and off. And when you're in this browse mode, you can cycle between all 3 of them.
Yeah,
right?
it's like a kind of a little trick you can hack it where you're basically going through all of these
so
on the top. Yeah.
You're on the middle. Now you're on this last one. So you could put 3 amps in here.
Yeah.
And say you're on clean, and you go, oh, I got to get to my overdrive. You're there. Now I got to get to my dirty. Now I got to get back to my overdrive. I'd have to hit it twice.
Yeah.
But it's
Downside,
not. It's not like that's not impossible to do in any way.
Yeah. And it would always be on in that sense, like the stomp. I'm more like the dual mode. Yeah. I can't really see a downside.
See, I changed this, and this is a good. If I want to hit it back to the other side, I just hold it down for 6 seconds. Am I doing it? There we go.
Oh yeah, to change your mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what am I doing? I don't know. It's now we're on 2 different. Now I've got 2 different amps going here.
Mode,
All right, now I'm going to hold this for 6 seconds, and it's going to go to this. Suze, what am I doing wrong? See, I'm already confused.
It's tough.
There is a little bit of learning curve here.
There's
you know
a lot
what I'm saying?
of colors and there's a lot of blinking.
You know.
So this mode is the setup mode, and this changes what you're on. So when it's, I guess, amber or red, that's the stomp mode on and off.
Oh.
And then the green, that's the one that goes with the dual. Yeah. So if you went back to stomp. Yeah, there you go.
Well, look at that. See?
Yeah, it's
maybe I was just playing dumb so that we could demonstrate it for the video.
Well, I actually am dumb because I would probably just run a few things on this pedal and make it very simple, and it would be awesome. Like just having 3 amps on there and leave the other 17 blank, and just go through amps. I mean, that's how I
kind of agree with you. And I think the way most people are going to end up using this is you're going to have a bunch of people that use it for stereo amps. It's a small way to get stereo amps.
For sure.
When I think of a stereo amp setup, I'm probably not changing those amps gain wise. Yeah. Probably running pedals into them. Your miles may vary. Yeah. I think some people will use this as an amp and an overdrive, kind of how we have it set up here. Maybe you toggle between 2 different types of amps. Maybe 2 different amps. Maybe a deluxe reverb and a AC30. Maybe a Marshall and a twin.
Yeah.
Maybe Eric Johnson. He can just run one of these.
Totally.
And all his effects.
Yeah.
And then, hey, speaking of Eric Johnson, you can go capture your Butler tube driver or your Chandler tube driver, and you could put it on here and use it as a drive.
Totally.
I think there's all sorts of cool uses for this as a drive pedal, and now that it's available $179, it really makes things like I'm thinking you could put the JHS taco bolt in there. You didn't buy one for $350. What if you got some captures online?
Try it out.
Yeah. What if you want to try some fuzz that you haven't played before? You can go get it and sort of try it.
Yeah.
And you have the addition of there's a 3-band EQ here, and
yeah, that's true.
You can kind of make it whatever you want. You also could buy one of these if you're a person who has had the big unit and you only use 1 amp because you just set it to an amp and then you have all your pedals running into it.
Right.
You could buy one of these. Make this do that. Either save room or put your big Tonex in front, and it could be 3 drive pedals.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean? You could have 3 different drives.
3 buttons.
Like here's OD of my King of Tone. Here's distortion on my King of Tone. Here's clean, but I don't know.
Or bypass. Yeah, you
whatever.
have 4 settings basically with bypass. Yeah. Wow.
You could do whatever. Yeah. So I think these are uber cool.
Yeah.
Anything we left out? You just plug them in USB. The software update. You update the software.
You can. And it's you can record direct as an interface, which I think is so cool. Just put it in your bag, and you could yeah, I mean, just be right in your computer recording with great amp sounds.
Yeah.
Just with one cable.
Yeah. And I think these start shipping in May.
Yeah, they're really awesome. I love them.
Super awesome. Yeah. I think I never liked the term game changer. Mm-hmm. So I'll just say they're going to sell a lot. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
I think the game is mostly still intact.
Yeah.
We know some people were selling pedals, some people were buying pedals.
Yes.
That game is unchanged.
And there are going to be a lot of people buying this pedal.
I think they're going to be successful in the game.
Yeah.
And look, we love the big Tonex. I think this puts Tonex a lot more reachable. Mm-hmm. I think if you're a Helix user, you buy one of these, you instantly have like better amp tones.
Put it in the loop.
Right? Yeah. Put it in the loop. Yeah. This with an HX Stomp, how small could you get? You know what I mean?
It's a good idea.
Some people say the HX Stomp by itself would be even small, but I would say, but it doesn't sound as good. Anyway, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll let you play us out. Anything we're forgetting?
I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah. I mean, you just got to know what's in each slot by the colors, and that's maybe just taking good notes or a little snapshot of the software. But yeah, super versatile and modular, which is really cool.
Cool. $179.
Yeah.
Insane. I bet eventually if you buy 4, they'll give you a discount. You know how they do the discount on 2 Tonexes?
Yeah, totally.
Maybe they'll do something like that here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, yeah. I don't know what the limit is on buying these. I would imagine these sell out.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. The worship guys are going to buy 8.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be it's just going to be the whole.
Hey, that gives me an idea for a video.
Interesting. Hey, we got more Tonex videos coming out later today. There'll be like 3 videos coming out today. So check back on the channel. This is the first look. Check back for and there's a bunch of channels that are going to be doing first look things like this. It gets a little stale. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be doing 2 other videos, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. HW.
Suze,
play us out on this wonderful Tube Screamery sound.